Dr. Mitchell Levy was a physician to the Karmapa at this time.
The thing that struck me most about His Holiness was his overwhelming, unceasing kindness that never wavered. It was the unwavering quality. Watching, as a physician, an unstoppable illness ravage his body, and yet this kindness that never stopped. Every morning, I would go in and ask him, "Are you having pain?" And he would always say, "No." And towards the end, it became sort of a running joke, so that the first thing in the morning when I'd go in to see His Holiness, before I could say anything, he'd smile at me and say, "No, no pain, no pain." It was very confusing to the staff. We were overwhelmed because it was obvious he wasn't just denying his illness, and he didn't look like he was in pain. So the staff was constantly confronted with this person who was dying, but was still more interested in how they felt than in how he felt.
Following the Karmapa's death, his principal students asked that his remains be allowed to stay in his hospital room for a few days. The staff agreed to this unusual request.
They felt by the end that they would do anything to respect the wishes of His Holiness. And so they had no problem breaking a rule which is extremely hard and fast in hospitals. When patients die, they are taken away and not left in the room. And yet, because of the impact and that His Holiness had, and how much the staff and the administration cared for him, they allowed this to happen. After the first 24 hours, his principal students invited me into the room and had me hold my hand over His Holiness's heart area. And each day, I was amazed to find that it stayed warm. I wasn't as amazed after 24 hours, but then after 48 and 72 hours, I was beginning to be quite shocked. Traditionally, shortly after death, the body becomes cold as the circulation stops. And in His Holiness's case, there was a definite warmth over the area of the heart. As a physician, I have no explanation for this.